Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and we are going to do a couple of different things today, and I may make two videos out of it, I'm not sure. But I wanted to show you the AJ kits and a little bit about how to use some of the product that's in them. I know a lot of you have already received your AJ kits, so wanted to kind of go over that. And then I also wanted to show you some of the birthday bash bundles. I've got one pulled out. I'm not going to show you every piece of everything that's in there, but I'm going to show you a big bunch. It's almost 4 pounds of product in that one box. So let's do this first. So you got glitter enamel dots in the colors that coordinate. Then you got a full pack of the Tim Holtz number strips. I use these like crazy. I got 2 packs the last time that we got these in and put them back so that I would have them, but I love these. Then, of course, you got your needle, your blunt end needle, where you can stitch your signatures in if you make a signature out of this, if you make a journal out of it. And then you got some very vintage book pages, and this one, mine happened to have the scraps in it, as I always say. I tell them to give me all these scraps because I use those. Those are so good to stamp on or even write on. That is just a really good paper for that. So you got some of that. Then you got some of this beautiful, I don't know, what would you call this? Some kind of twine? It's you know, 4 or 5 different layers that are rolled together. It's so pretty and soft, and it goes perfect with this kit. I want to say you got, let's see if I can figure it out. I know you got over a yard, maybe a yard and a half, something like that. Then you got some thread this is wax thread to stitch your, if you make a journal, to stitch your journal together with. If you don't make journals and you get this kit, you can use this thread for a lot of different things. Excuse me. Since it is wax thread, it's so easy to manipulate, and you can make the cutest little bows out of this thread because it is waxed, and it's just so easy to fool with. I mean, look. Let's see if I can show you this. It's just very easy, and you can manipulate them any way that you want because it's waxed. It almost, you know, it's almost like using a wired ribbon when you want to do a wired ribbon, because you have that, it stays in place no matter what you do. You can make a little, you know, a little fat one, little skinny one. So if you don't make journals, you can use it for that. Then you got the 49 and Market Wanderlust. And this paper collection is so pretty. I love the colors in it. Now on the front, on the cover sheet, you also got this on the back, which is very, very nice. It's a very vintagey, almost steampunkish. I mean, it's the map of the world on here. Very pretty. So let me move this. I got my wipes here beside me, and if I don't move it, I'll end up laying it on and getting them wet. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And you could cut this out, or you could put a photo in there. You could do whatever you wanted to with it. If you're making a journal, you can use a portion of this. This would make, to me, if I made a journal out of it, I could cut it in half, and it would make 4 pages. Well, really 8 pages, because you'd have page here, page here, page here, page here, and then you'd have the pages on the back. So there's the back of that. And if you think that's a little bit too busy, just put something over it. Put some of your pages over it. Look at that. Lots of different things you can do with it to tone it down a little bit. And then this one, again, I think is very pretty. I love the chevron. And then the old ledger, or not ledger, but grid paper in the back. And then there's that one. This one. Now, some of these kits that we use in these things you may have seen before, and you may think, oh, those are old kits. Well, right now, the only thing that we're being able to get is kits that have been up for a while. There's very few companies that are coming out with new kits like this. They're coming out with other things, but not things that we normally use. They're coming out like twine and just different things. I don't know. I can't even name them all right now. But very few companies are coming out with new scrapbook papers. So that is the boat that we're in right now. But even though some of these may be from last year, I still think they're beautiful. This one is a layered piece, and then here you've got all that world map on the back. You could make cards out of this, journals out of it. You could use it and make mini albums. I mean, there's tons of things. Tons and tons. And that, the suitcases or backpacks, I would call it, on the back of there. And then I think this page is beautiful. This page I have used before, and I used it up when I had one of these kits last year, and I absolutely love that. And then that side, which is I love. There's another chevron. And then you've got the full map on this side, and it is not distressed as so much, so you can see everything. You could even frame this and put it on your wall. A lot of people are doing that now. They're framing things like this and putting them up on their walls. And then you've got that, look at that. That wood. It's kind of a patina is what is in this kit, a patina look. Patina look, not patina, but patina. And then these that you can cut out and make journal cards out of them. Let's see, it's 4, 8, 12 of them. And then this is on the back, and you could always cover that if you don't want that to be on the back. And then you got a couple of extra pages. These are just really pretty patina pages that you can use in your kits or whatever, whichever way you want to go with them. I love that. I just think that's so pretty. And then you got some basil paper. Whoops, mine's sliding. You got the, let's see if it says, I don't even think it says a color on here anymore. Candy necklace. I guess that's the name of it. But you got a piece of that. Very good cardstock. And then you got some of the newsprint paper. 1, 2, I got 3 sheets. Don't know how many is in yours. As I tell you, I get the leftovers of the kit, so I have no clue if I got everything or not. And looks like I've got 4 sheets of the, this is that notebook paper, and I use this all the time to put on the back of my journals, journal cards and tags and things. Love it. And then you also got a pack of these wood embellishments. And I know you say, wood, that's thick. Well, these are not quite so thick. They're probably 1/16 of an inch. Let's see. You got 18 pieces in here. I've already taken mine out and been playing with them. And then you got this Stamperia, and this is patina texture, so it goes perfect with the kit. Now, what this is good for is lots of different things, but it can be, let's see, let's find a, let's just say you wanted to use this on your journal, and, well, that's not a good example. Let's do another example. Okay, let's say you wanted to use this on your journal as a latch. You'd put a brad through here and put it through your paper, and then this could be a latch that swings back and forth like that to open maybe another page or whatever. So, and you wanted to color it. Now you can color these a lot of different ways. You can color them just with your ink that you have, but we're going to use this patina. If you don't want this quite as bright as it is, because it's a pretty bright patina looking color, you can put a little bit out on your mat and put a little water in it and water it down. You can do it that way. I'm just going to squirt a little bit out right there on that paper. And then I'm going to take a little paintbrush. You can do this with your fingers. I'm just going to use a little paintbrush. And I didn't wet my paintbrush, which if you wet your paintbrush, it does a little bit better job. But I didn't wet mine. So then You can do it this way. You can go over it as many times as you want, or you can just go over it that one time. And then, of course, you can go around the edges. I just think they're fun to play with, and I love using little latches and things like this on my journals. You could use them on the outside of your journals. You can use them on the inside. Since they're not quite so thick, it's not going to hurt anything at all. Okay, now if we want to go a little bit darker around the edges, let's just say we want it a little bit darker around the edges, but not quite so dark in the middle. Let's just do that. And then I'm going to take my little wipey here, and it's pretty wet. And I'm just going to dab in the middle. I'm not going to wipe that much as I am going to dab. Just a little bit to keep a little bit of that texture on that wood there. And I know you can't, maybe you can see the texture there of the wood coming through. And once this dries, it's there. It's there for good. You can color both sides if you want, or if you're going to use it for a little latch, you can just color one side. You can do the same thing with these little banners. Here's another piece you could use with a brad. There's some banners that have the holes in the ends of them. And there's like a book plate that you could use on the front of your journal, color it, put some brads in it, put it through, and you've got a little book plate, and you can type up a little name or cut out a name or whatever and put on there. Or you could write it if you write well. I couldn't write it, but I know you guys could. And then you've also got a big tag, and like I said, these are not thick, maybe a 1/16. You got a nice tag. You got a larger banner. You got some circle pieces, a piece like that I've already colored one. Another latch there, and then a big circle piece. You could even put color this up on the edges and put a photo in there, and that'd be cute to put inside your journal. Then you got a, what is this, a hexagon? I don't know, something like that. It's a shape anyway. Then you got a smaller tag, and then you got this ornate, I guess, frame. I love that. So there's lots of things here that you can play with, and like I said, they're not too thick. I would use some in my journal. I don't have a problem using something like that in my journal because I know that it's not as thick as some of the tags and things that we put in them. So let me lay these aside. I believe that's it as far as things that you've got in your kit, I think. Unless I'm missing something, and I don't think I am. But, and this will last you forever. That tube right there will last forever and a day. And it is matte, so it's acid free. You can use it wherever. You can also, if you have, you know, a page or something that you want to put a little bit of color to. And like I said, if you want to water it down, you can water it down with a little bit of water. But you can even use this to put a little color to a page, just by brushing just a tiny bit back and forth, and it changes the color of that page. So many different things you can use it for. You can use it to just go around the edges of something, just highlight maybe one word. I mean, lots of different things. And you can use your finger to put it on, which I normally do, but I was trying to keep my fingers clean for the video. But you can use a paintbrush, you can use your finger. It comes off very easy. Just a little wipey will get it right off of there. And like I said, use it on whatever you would like, because it will color just about anything. If you wanted to color some of these a different color, you could do that. Water it down a little bit, and then just brush it on lightly, and that would color these a different color. All right, so I think we only have 8 of these kits that are up. I think. Don't hold me to that, but I'm thinking that's all that we had left over. So if you want one of those, grab it. I will be making a project with that. Probably, I don't know if I'll get it done this week. Maybe next week. I'm going to try to get it done this week, but if I don't, I'll try to get it done next week. My kiddos are, I don't know what they're planning for my birthday tomorrow, but they're probably planning something. So I don't know how long I'll get to work tomorrow, but, and they'll be in and out this week. They've got little birthday projects that they want to get done around the house for me. So I'll probably be off and on this week a lot. I don't know how much I will be crafting. So anyway, we will get a project done on that. I'm going to take my needle, and don't forget, when you're taking all this out of your bag, look for your needle because it'll be in there somewhere. We try to stick it to the top to where that sticky part is on the bag, but they don't always stay there. But I'm going to put mine in my box before I lose it because I will lose it. Keep my needles in that little box right there. Okay. Now this is the box that we're sending the birthday surprise bundles out in. Okay, I'm just going to show you part. So we got some laser cuts. We got rub-ons. Look at these rub-ons. I love these. And there are 3 sheets of 6 by 12. This is 4 sheets of 6 by 12. And it's 134 elements in that right there. You got a 12 by 12 paper pack. And this is the color swatch peach. 12 by 12. You get 8 double-sided, 4 of each design. And they are gorgeous. There is the colors right there. Isn't that pretty? That's the pattern colors. Then you got, let's see, charcoal laser cuts. Now, let me tell you this. Every kit is not going to be the same. No 2 kits are alike. Because just because this one got, every one will have a 12 by 12 paper in it. Every one will have laser cuts in it. Every one will have 6 by 8 in it. But they may all not be the same design, if you're seeing what I'm saying. Like this one got the charcoal laser cuts, but the next one might not get that. They might get something different. So there's two things of laser cuts in these. But you can order 2, 4 kits, 5. They're not going to be the same. So this again is 4 sheets. Then you got, or you will get, everybody gets acetate. These are acetate pieces. And there are 74 pieces in here. And these are the terracotta. Look at that. These are easy to put on your pieces. You can glue them down with a little bit of, I use Barely Arts glue on the back of them. That way it doesn't show through when it dries. Or these are strong enough that you can punch a little hole in them and put them as a little charm piece. Whatever you'd want in those. Excuse me. And then you will get 2, I think most everybody got 2 6 by 8 packs. I don't know which ones is which, but this is a sample of what is going in the kits. If you didn't get something like this in your kit, like these 2 particulars, don't say I didn't get what everybody else did. Nobody got the same thing. They're all different. This is the terracotta color swatch 6 by 8. It's 18 double-sided pattern papers in there. And then this one is the Grove, and it is a 6 by 8, and it is, how many sheets? 40 text weight. No, that's 40 text weight. Okay, let's see if I can see how many sheets. Oh, I know it says because I just read it not too long ago on here. Well, I'm not seeing how many sheets, but it's quite a few. Let me just... No, I don't want to open this one because this actually goes to a person. But anyway, you can see it's a pack and you get this little sleeve with it, so that's nice. So then there's frames in each kit. These are the frames, you know, I've used these a bunch too. They're really good to put on your pages and put like a photo or something behind them. And then this is the rub-ons again, and these are the, what are these? These are the lavender, but like I said, I don't know which one you will get, but you will get some rub-ons. These are pretty too, look at that. And then everybody got one of these. This is the stitched rub-ons. I love these. I have used these quite a few times and I love them. When you put these down on the edge of a page, it looks just like you have stitched that. So you get those, and I think there's two, is it 2 sheets? I believe there's 2 sheets in here, if I'm not mistaken. Some of these say on them and some of them don't. Yeah, page 1, page 2. So there's 2 sheets in there. And then lots and lots of great washi tape. Now, don't know again exactly which one you will get, but everybody gets at least 2 boxes. There may be 3 boxes in some people's. This is the fabric tape. It's got 3 rolls in here. You've got, there's a little roll, and it is a fabric tape, so you have to cut this, but it holds like crazy, I'm gonna tell you. Well, I can't even get a hold of that one. Look at that one, isn't that pretty? I have quite a few pieces of this, and I love it. And then this one is a big one. And if you don't want it this big, if this is something larger than what you want to use, if you'll just take it and put it down on a mat, not this mat, but like a mat that you can cut on, and then you can cut it whatever size that you want. This cuts very well, and it doesn't fray or anything. It looks good when it's cut, so you can do that with it if you don't want to use it that wide. So there's that one. And this one just happens to be in the ochre, but you know, you may get one purple, you may get one like this. This is the tickets. I think everybody got a ticket. This is the tickets in the plum, and it's got 3 rolls in it, and it's tickets. You can just tear these off, and they look just like, and I call these stamps, but they call them tickets. Now these are tickets, so it stamps in tickets. So I've got these little tickets in here, and I know you guys have seen these before because we have actually carried these before. And then here's some larger ones, and they're perforated, so you can just tear them where you want to, and if you want to cut something particular out, you can just cut it too. So that is that pack. And like I said, some people will get 3 packs. Some people may get 2, and they may get 3 of something else. We're putting the same dollar amount in every kit. It's just that we didn't get enough of one or enough of the other, which is what they always do to us. So I don't know which one you will get, but you will get the same dollar amount as everybody else. And then these are the purple ones, the lavender tickets. So, and then we did put, and I'm not showing you a few other little pieces here, but we did put 2 large pieces of the fabric in your kit too, just to kind of top it off and round it off. And this is a pretty large piece. It's not a little bitty piece. It is, I'll try to pull it out here. It is big. So you've got this big piece of that. And then you got a big piece of this, and this is the ticking, the red and white ticking. So that you get a big piece of that in your kit as well. And then there is some, like I said, there's odds and ends that will be in different kits that may not be what I've shown you here, but it's the same dollars worth, $160 worth of goodies, and that's not counting the fabric. That's just counting the stuff that's in it. So we have a few more of these left. If a lot of them started selling last night, just as soon as the sale started. But if you want one of these, grab them now. 40 is all we had in the beginning, and they will not last too much longer. So if you want one, grab it. We won't have any more of these. This is it. Okay, I think that's the kits that I was going to show you, and I may just let this be one video, and then I'll come back and do another video of a little tutorial. That way it won't, people that don't want to watch, what I was showing on here, they can just watch the tutorial.